folks. Welcome back to the series on Building Stress Resiliency. My name is Jamie Sable and I'm a registered psychotherapist. In the last few sections, we've been taking a deeper dive into certain tools and skills of cognitive behavioral therapy. More specifically, we've been looking at common thinking errors that people engage in. And each video over the last few sessions, I've been focusing on one particular thinking error. How do you build awareness so that you can catch yourself when you are engaging in that sort of thinking error or irrational thought, and how do you work through it? So in this particular video, I want to focus on something that's called mental filtering. And this is where you really focus on one particular piece of information that is negative, and you completely avoid or disqualify other aspects of the situation that are positive. So for example, let's say on the professional front, let's just use, let's say these videos, for example. At the beginning, when I started doing these videos, I would get different feedback. And, one particular feedback was, there was too much lighting, it was overexposed. And so I could have just focused on that particular piece and just said, forget it, I suck at it, I'm not going to do it, I'll stick to my regular, 9-to-5 job. And I completely discounted the other comments that were positive, that were, this was really helpful for me, or I learned something that I didn't know before, or, this was something that I used to practice that I hadn't practiced in a while, and so the video made me sort of recognize how valuable this was, and I started practicing these techniques again that have been really helpful for me. So in mental filtering, we focus on one particular negative piece of the situation, and we completely filter out the positive or other aspects of the situation that leaves us ultimately feeling bad, right? So it really serves no purpose except to just make us feel bad. So the way to get around this one, again with the others, is to look for the evidence. So again, pull out your 5-column thought record, use that STEER method to look at all the different other aspects of the situation. So for example, right now, on the personal side, I'm seeing a lot of couples who are sort of escalating in conflict. And they are doing sort of the same sort of thing where they're focusing on one particular piece or behavior of that partner and filtering out all the other good things. And that's leading to conflict. So, for example, Mother's Day was passed, and, for example, my husband didn't, let's say, get me the present that I wanted, or he completely, he was working all day that day. And I might say, well, he completely blew off Mother's Day, which means he doesn't care very much about me. And if he doesn't care very much about me, then our relationship is not going to work. And this is the end. As opposed to really looking at all the other different hundreds of things that, that he does to show that he cares, and how much he practices love for you. So again, try to be mindful of the that negative process or that thought of filtering out that one piece of negative information, or discounting or disqualifying all the positive. And if you need to, pull out that thought record, because sometimes that helps us to slow down the thinking and allow us to really pull out the evidence and the other positive aspects of a situation. Give it a shot, and certainly start to build awareness, at the very least, of whether or not this is something that you are doing that is, affecting your mood. So again, if you get stuck, shoot me an email, and I'll be here to answer any and all questions that you have. Until tomorrow, stay safe, stay healthy, stay kind.